Previously on the never-ending bedroom renovation, we painstakingly resanded this floor for a second time, taking it from a sticky, filler-filled mess to a beautiful, golden, glowy floor. The difference is incredible. But we're not done yet. We need to protect this floor, mist coat the walls, and colour drench in a very brave colour.
Kind of crazy, not sure about this. This one's way too pink. Let's try the next one. Again, it's pink.
I know what you're thinking. Why would you paint your room that colour? Okay, bedroom reveal. It's crazy. Good morning. I did not film this last night because my entire body hurt after a whole day of sanding, but the floor is beautiful. I woke up this morning, it's a really sunny day and the floor had a golden shine on it. Okay. In the sunlight, some of it looks a little rough and I'm upset that it doesn't look like the first time I did this floor. But hey, I had a deadline, I had to stick to it, and we have most of the residue off and it is varnished, so we can move on to the next step. Today's step is painting. What I have for this is just a whole bunch of white paint that people have very kindly gifted to me. I have lots of this stuff, half empty, but it'll work fine. So we're just trying to put a mist coat on so that when we put our nice expensive colour on, it does not soak into the plasterboard and take a million coats. But for now, we need to cover this floor and save it to within an inch of its life because I am not sanding any more paint off this floor.
One of the things I'm going to cover the floor with is this old vapour barrier which we used in the bathroom behind the plasterboard. This is just a really good like masking sheet as well as being a vapour barrier. And I'm not really going to need this for anything else, so we'll just use it to tape to the floor and then we'll cover it in dust sheets.
I'm not going to bore you with footage of us painting a room white and watching it dry, but this did only take us a couple of hours and then we were left with a lovely blank canvas that we could put our very exciting colour on top of. Okay, it's time for some tester samples. We have two here, we're going to put them on the wall and we're going to pick what's best. Colour number 1 is Love Struck.
Right.
Oh, kind of crazy, not sure about this. Let's try it. That's actually metal, isn't it? What a stupid colour. Don't like this one. This one's way too pink. Let's try the next one. Again, it's pink. This is not, but we're gonna try it. What the hell? Okay. Which one do you like? I don't like either of them. What the hell? This is really annoying me. I'm so glad we did this, right? Let's go to the paint shop and find a different colour. I feel like these are both bad.
Okay, maybe this is a good time to explain what my vision is for this room, and really what we're trying to do is use a very warm colour-drenched paint colour to try and trick our brains that the room feels physically warmer than it is. We've already insulated, but I wanted to enforce this with warmer paint colours.
I hate both of them. We're gonna go and try and find a different colour.
Okay, so I think what I've done here is scare myself for no reason. This is exactly what happened when we used the pink on the living room walls. I put it on and I thought, that looks crazy. This looks like a nightclub. And I think this is what's happening with these. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna box off a proper square of each of these colours. I'm gonna do 3 coats of each. And then we're going to decide if it is actually a good colour. I went to the paint shop, got some paint advice. They said, you're being crazy. It won't look like that on the wall. And they're right, because we know this from downstairs. And I think I'm going to go with something similar to this colour anyway. So if we put a few coats on, we'll be able to see what's crazy and what's not. This looks kind of bad, because I know what you're thinking. Why would you paint your room that colour? I'm not going to paint the room this colour. I was thinking, because our winter in Shetland is so long, and it really is, it feels like it goes on forever, I'm going to be spending most of my time in my bedroom in the winter time, so I'm going to paint it a winter colour. You can disagree with me if you like in the comments, but I don't want the room to be white like this all year because I hate white rooms. I think they're so boring and I don't like using white. I like using colours because I feel like your house should be colourful. I don't think this one's the one. Oh my god, it's literally not getting better.
Right, so that's Love Struck. Here. They're all quite similar, but I just wonder if we're getting too blood red.
Very pink.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. So that looks nothing like that. But that's what Lovestruck looks like with maybe 3 or 4 coats.
Yeah.
So, wow, that does not fill you with. But that doesn't look anything like that. I mean, now that it's on the wall.
No, I
it's
don't
dry,
think so, no.
I don't think you should worry about what it looks like in the can. I mean, I would maybe be even thinking deep jasper, because that's got quite a purpley aubergine tone, whereas that's got a warmer red tone.
There's definitely more purple in this than there is in this.
Yes.
Maybe the red would be better with the warm light as well.
Maybe we're somewhere in between.
Which would make me think of this, honestly, but
Do you think
I quite like this colour.
Yeah, I think that's got
It's-
more pigment and
It's
depth
still
to it. That's
dark though.
Yeah.
But we kind of want it
Oh,
to
we
be
want
dark.
to go
We
dark.
have a lot of natural light and we have reflection
I
on
don't
the
think we
mirror.
have to be scared about going dark. I think we just need to get the right tone of dark so that it doesn't suck all the life out of the room.
Tough gig. This colour is Deep Jasper, which is slightly warmer and less purple than the ones that we've got on the wall. Those are the ones we had on the wall. Whoa, that looks pink! Yeah, it looks fuchsia pink.
Do you know what? Gotta have to push through. Have confidence. It's gonna be amazing.
That's wild!
Slightly nervous.
Yes, I'm very nervous about this. I'm very nervous, but this is exactly what the Lovestruck looked like when it went on, and that's what it looks like now. So hopefully this one is warm and nice. Oh boy. Oh boy. We're gonna take it from a light, airy room to a warm space.
Luxurious space.
When you deal with a colour like this, you really just have to stick with your guns, keep going, and try and get as many layers as you can on the wall. Because there's so many pigments in this kind of red pink, it really doesn't look like the sample until you have a solid 3 or even 4 coats on the wall. So we just had to keep going.
Are you still not sure if it's the right colour?
No, of course I'm not. But then I wasn't with the pink either. So I just got to believe. Whoa, crazy.
What is it? When you come up, you're like, oh shit.
I'm just home from work and I've not seen this yet, so fingers crossed. I'll be honest with you, I left my mum to paint while I went to work for 12 hours and came back, and my initial reaction was that yes, the room was definitely warmer. However, this was not quite as purpley brown a colour as I think I wanted. That being said though, once we started in on the ceiling, which will not stay like this by the way, it did start to feel very cocooning and really warm and quite comforting, so I was a bit happier once that happened. I will admit that some of our painting skill is not that good and the ceiling kind of suffered because we're very bad at painting above our heads. However, at this point, I was trying to warm up to this colour, even though it was still giving me a shock every time I walked into the room. Final bit of white in this room is being covered. Whoa! It's pretty majorly red, isn't it? You'll know by now if you've watched the channel that I like painting my walls in a matte emulsion. Matte is very forgiving if you have a slightly uneven wall surface, and when we insulated plasterboarded this room, we did try and get it as smooth as possible, but obviously there's still going to be some tiny imperfections, and if you put a satin or a gloss paint, God forbid, on these walls, those imperfections show right up. But luckily with the darker colour and the matte finish, those imperfections just blended into the rest of the wall. I then took these skirtings, which were just primed MDF skirtings, painted them the right colour and cut them to size, the best that I could with a slightly blunt miter saw. I'm not going to show you a close-up of my miters because they're pretty awful, but this is what it looked like once they were on the walls. So far so good. I think it's starting to look a lot more polished than it did before at this point. Then it was time to just uncover the floor and get the furniture in so we could have a look and see whether or not we actually ruined this room or if we did make it warmer and therefore better. Stand by for results very shortly. Okay, bedroom reveal. It's crazy. Here's what it looks like. This is our final result. And yes, it is definitely warmer. And yes, I will get new bedding to match the colours better. This pink is definitely killing it. But what do you think? Was it brave enough? Is it too brave? Paint is on the walls. The Sparky came and put the lovely plug sockets in. Let me show you them because I love them. These just came from Screwfix. They're brass and they match, I think, with the red really nicely. There will be some more brass fittings and some more antique-y looking things going in here because right now I appreciate that looks way too blank, way too red. We also did the door and I think the door turned out well. Need to get a new vent for there as well. But overall, I'm really quite pleased with it. I only say that because I'm not 100% on the colour. Obviously, you need to be 100% on the colour if you've gone this far. But I like it. It needs accessorising though. I think it needs something else. I think when the light comes in here in the mornings, it is actually really beautiful. It just needs a bit of work on the ceiling. Anyway, the next video you will see me decorate this, hopefully. We're going to add a lot of light fixtures, we're going to add some interesting lampshades, we're going to add some golden things to the walls and hopefully make it a little bit more put together. We also have both of the hatches for these doors down here. They are painted red, they're ready to go. We will get them on the wall as soon as we possibly can to tidy this up. For now, I'll leave you here. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think of this colour. If you want to send me hates in the comments for this colour, feel free. I know it's absolutely insane. Please let me know what you think of this mental colour in the comments. The jury is definitely still out. Having lived with it for a month and questioned it every single day, I'm not sure either, so I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you missed the last video of us transforming the warmth of this room with insulated plasterboard, you can click on this video because that will give you an idea as to how much work went into this room before the paint. I'll see you in the next video.